Yes, check. Okay. Glad I checked that. You probably haven't heard a word I've said so far, which if the case is an absolute tragedy. But anyway, yes. What time is it? Can I jump in yet? 1:30. So we're squeezing the sessions in. It's 25 minutes free practice, but we've divided it out so that it's only for the cars in each race. And then it's a 15-minute private quali. So, and then into the race, which should take about 50 minutes, depending on the conditions. Okay, so I think this will be the session. Hopefully. And yeah, so it's basically all the sessions are set to having a 50% chance of rain. And it's a 50% chance of light rain. So yeah, the other thing I need to do is just save a quali setup. Which just means taking a bit of fuel out for me. But yeah, just let's make sure that there's no interlopers here. So yeah, 2 and 1.5 litre cars here. And she's a bit wet right now. But should dry out pretty quickly. No frantic. This is what I thought might happen. Come on, mate. Whoa, she is a bit wet. Whoa, okay. I need to check the force feedback strength too when I back in the pits next. Unfortunately lately I've been having to, like, you can save the settings, but R Factor 2's been resetting the in-car multiplier setting a lot. So yeah. this down just a touch. That's better. And it feels a bit heavy right now. That could just be not a great start. Okay. So yeah, let's switch back on. It's on 75. I'm just going to reduce that down. Yeah, that's okay. Slippery. So yeah, it's obviously pretty slippery right now. So it's just a matter of coping with whatever Mother Nature decides to throw at us, precipitation-wise. Matt up ahead of me, who is in the Maserati and driving it very well around here. Should be very competitive today. It's not very difficult to do that, what I just did there. This will be useful in case it does rain, which I think the weather just continues, so from session to session. So got a bit of an advantage on Matt through turn one. see, obviously. Very tentative through there, but dry line a bit there. It's going to be a good battle with Matt if this is any indication. Got a better run than him there. yeah, track's deteriorating again, obviously, with this rain. Pretty, yeah, well, really, if it rains, I think I'm more competitive. I think the way it looks is that I'll be, if it rains, I'll be more competitive than if it's dry. Very slippery now. Cars, that's, yeah, expecting small grids, smaller entry lists this season and this format of, whoa, okay, that's the end of practice. Now we have quali, which is private, so looks like it's wet, so I might actually run this with more fuel. I did have a quali set up, but if it's wet, then it's best to have some more weight in the car, I find. Alright, so yeah, everyone's out there. Private qualifying. You don't see the other cars on the track, so whoa, that's very wet track, following off from the last session, which is fair enough. Maybe it'll start drying out for the race. blue sky there. That's a good sign. So luckily I can keep an eye on the track, official track conditions via the HUD. Some people actually have percentage values, percentage of wetness or something, but I quite like my old school HUD, which has descriptors like wet, very wet, extremely wet, damp, and so on. That's nice and quick. Okay, so it's going to dry out towards the end of the session. That's slow when you do that. It's fun, but it's slow. And the others are catching up. Oh, he's gone quicker, Mark. Careful here. Good. Oh. Tight. Very tight qualifying. Matthias in third. Jesus, that's a good effort. for, I bet you Matt's got a little extra up his sleeve. We get what, both get one more lap here, I think. It's too slow. Bad exit there. Seems even more slippery now than when it was raining. Will I hang on? I think Matt's just about to go over the line. That's definitely not going to help. Oh, I'm up. Oh, I was up. And I wasn't, so let's see. Whew. Oh, Matthias, can he pull something out of the bag here? That would be amazing if he does. Nice, very nice through there. He doesn't. Who else is out there? Martin, Riley, Toby, Tom. Can Steph do anything? No. So, pole. Very happy with that. And got the race set up in. Going to be a long race. Looks like it might dry out. That's a hell of an effort by Matthias to get third. Thanks, Tom. What are you, 7th? Oh, I thought you'd be a bit further up there with think of you as a bit of a wet weather man with your car control. So I've had probably 500 times the practice of you though, mate. So, and that makes a difference, understanding a wet track. So that's where most of the time is. But Matt, gee, Matt's doing, yeah, Matt loves this track, I think. Oh, okay. It's hard to put a lap together. Oh, your monitor turned off. That always helps. Fucking hell. It's good to get the sim racing mechanicals out of your system before the race though, Tom. Might do a little practice start. I can do a The old monitor switch off, Tom. You can't get... That's like basically... trying to think of the real life equivalent of that is someone's tyre smashing through your windscreen. Looks like it'll dry out for the race though, which will be good. Dry out somewhat. Still a wet track. What I've liked so far, and assuming it continues into the race, is that the weather seems to have not been abruptly changing from practice to between the sessions, you know. Oh, get off the throttle there, Darren. Wet track. Definitely keep an eye on that. In fact, I'll leave that on. Good luck for the race though, Tom. Pick you to come through the field, mate. Follow up on your excellent drive at Longford. What have we got here? I assume it's on the front here. Okay. It's a little bit downhill. That's not good. Will it stop if I... No, it won't. Okay. Oh, not a good place to... Okay, so might be an awkward start. But anyway, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens in the race weather-wise. Very happy to be on pole, but yeah, 50 odd minutes of around Goodwood's sure to be pretty tough. And Matthias, well done. Toby as well. That's a good mix of 1.5 litre cars, the wet weather being a bit of an equaliser, which is good. Nerves setting in. Oh, some rain on the windscreen there. Hopefully all going well. Can get a good start. And yeah, stay ahead, because one disadvantage I have in the rain if I do get behind is the windscreen. This massive windscreen on the Bristol makes it a lot harder to see. I think so, for example, oh, Martin's he's got one as well. The Maserati's a little bit better off. So yes, very, very nervous here, but let's see what we can do. An extra GLA. What's going on here? I hear a car on the track. mark. Okay, based on that, the track's dried a little bit.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Yep, good luck everyone. Let's see how we can, see if we can survive. Right. Oh, I'm creeping forward, that's a bugger. Wet track. Okay, raining again. Oh, that's Tom on the fast start. Oh, Riley's out. Wow, okay. Can't see a bloody thing. So that's not a great start, but still in here. So see what happens. Keep it on the island and see what happens. I hope Matt can do well here, get past Martin. Yeah, passing's really difficult around here, so Martin's in the box seat. Even more so with this rain. A lot of fun though. Very difficult. Absolutely blind there. Whoops. Wow. Stay on the track, thank you. Not the place to slide. Tom does it all the time, but I can't. Dive bombed him there, but feel like my moment might come soon. Good save, Tom. Matt and Martin are getting away a bit in front here. Almost lost it there. Whew. Frustrating. Probably wasn't far enough up there, but anyway, had to have a crack at some point. No damage, so that's good. That's more like it. Alright, come on. Oh, more rain. Steph. Oh, that came at the wrong time. There's my third place. If I can keep it on the road here, I can. Alright, let's see what I can do with Matt. Come on, rain. I need it to bucket down. Caught about half a second on that there. Not enough though. That's okay. 2.5 there. Rain, come on, keep raining. Whoopsie daisy. Got a large gap to behind, so Oh well. That was the chance, well, very slim chance, of catching Matt and Martin gone. So it seems to be a weird thing that when the rain disappears, but it stays. It seems to get really much slipperier than when it was raining for a period. Oh, that's frustrating because I feel like, well, if it had kept raining, I could perhaps put a bit of pressure on Matt, but that's not going to happen now. And to be honest, they've absolutely outdriven me today. So, oh, thank God that was the rear. Okay, so lost concentration here, obviously. And here I was thinking, yeah, I'm not going to be the one that comes on strong at the end of the race. But that ain't happening. That ain't happening. If I fuck up again, I'm going to have Tom ride up my ginger, so... Got to concentrate. Yep, been outdriven today. I'm thinking even, you know, if I hadn't have got stuck behind Tom, then I'm not so sure things would be different. Thanks, Mark. Sorry, mate. Awkward position there. The penultimate time. Yeah, great drive by Martin and Matt. They've had it all over me today. Last lap. Yeah, I doubt they've made much in the way of any mistakes. Whereas I've made 3, and if you include the really bad start, 4 mistakes. So, and yeah, with the level of drivers we have here, that ain't going to cut it. So, another podium. But yeah, I actually thought that I practiced like crazy for this round because I really thought that these short rounds would be the most important, and that if I had any chance of really competing for or defending my silver star, that I'd have to beat Martin here, and that hasn't, he's trounced me. So yep, that's racing and back to the drawing board. But Martin very quick, Matt the same. Tom gave me did some excellent defensive driving there the first third of the race or so. Probably cost me a bit of time, but he He's not just supposed to let me by. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, little bit disappointed with that, but just an awful start. I have to have a look at that. Maybe check that Martin didn't do one of his Spa-Francorchamps specials. Well done, Martin. That'll do for me. So, fastest lap of the race, pole position, fastest lap of the race, but 30 seconds behind. So yeah, I mean, I lost 20 seconds in mistakes. So yeah, if I had had a clean race and better start, good battle there with Tom. That was fun, but a little frustrating. And then I think that was a racing incident. I thought I had a run on him, but it's hard to... Yeah, no worries, Tom. Yeah, no worries at all, mate. That was just, yeah, I probably should have, I should have backed out of that in the end because I could see you and you couldn't see me. So that's no drama at all, mate. But so yeah, Martin's going to be very hard to beat now for the the silver star. So what will that be? That will turn out to be so. Let's get out of here. Let them run their race. Yeah, no, the incident with Tom was there was nothing, no real drama there. It was, yeah, wasn't great judgment from me, but yeah, that's yeah. I was getting. I knew my chance would come. I thought I'd get him at some point because he was losing the rear, and yeah, just nothing in it. Nothing in it. So I'm gonna spectate. So I'm just gonna have a little break to my millions of fans out there. A little refreshment, I think. Maybe a little herbal refreshment, actually. Can I? Back in a minute. Dry start for the big car practice. So I like, this is kind of continued almost directly on from our race, which is good. Dry line, not completely wet. Oh yeah, so had nothing for Martin or Matt really. I think maybe I'm a little annoyed with myself for the spin. I was about 15 seconds behind Matt with 12 laps to go, and yeah, I was definitely gaining every lap, half a second around on average, but so that wouldn't have been enough, but I would have liked to have put some pressure on them, and that didn't happen, so a little disappointed with that, but yeah, so that's not many here for this. I hope we get a couple more. He's gone, that's good. So Reese will be so yeah, Reese is here. Where Franek's not here yet, so they will have 10, which would be good. Anyway. Catch up with... So yeah, sorry, we're in the practice session for the big car race. Actually, what I might do is... Oh, hello Johnson family. Alright, a little bit disappointed, but happy to get it home. But yeah. Yeah, well, the weather was a disappointment, everything. Nah, just didn't. Made a few mistakes and had a bad start. Got stuck behind Tom, and then yeah, wasn't the greatest. Then yeah, could have possibly caught Matt at the end, but then made a mistake coming into that, whatever that corner is before the chicane. Woodcote, is it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the corner before the that one where you have to trail brake, the double right hander coming into the chicane, or I don't know what they're called, but yeah, spun there. I found that when the rain cleared up, it actually felt it got really a lot slipperier for a few moments, and I think it might be that dry line thing. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Wow. Oh no. Oh. Well. Uh-huh. Oh well, yep, that's, well, we can review that incident, of course, if you want. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, that's what happened to me too. At least you did have a good battle though. I had a similarly good battle with Tom for about, I don't know, 12, probably 12 to 15, 16 laps even. Like I was just trying everything. And you know how Tom is very happy with the rear of the car moving around, and he was just, I'd just get, oh, so close to being able to get him for so many times. But yeah, it was a good battle, but he slowed me down a bit, and then we had a bit of a touch, unfortunately, bit of a racing incident, and then that was my race. Tom spun in front of me after that, so I got back on the podium, but yeah, little bit frustrating. Martin knows, just, I must check the start though. He came by me like he did one of those Spa-Francorchamps starts, like where he left a second before the actual start. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was. I had to do a brake start because it was downhill. So yeah, I always have bad starts when I have to do that rather than just holding the clutch in. Actually, no, I did have the handbrake's been fixed, hasn't it? Oh. I should have tried it. All that testing I didn't try that. But anyway. Um, I'm actually, Toby, when you stream, did you have to create a special audio like channel for your for the chat channel we're in, or okay, because I remember the other, where was it? Oh, Targa Florio, like I was talking to you guys and it didn't come through on my stream, the audio. I wonder if it was streamer mode or... Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Hmm. It says default. It doesn't actually. It doesn't show anything of use really. I'm using Streamlabs, which is, I guess, an OBS front end, but yeah. Audio monitoring device default. I've got a list of individual ones below that, obviously the headphones, the monitor, and another headset one. And it's one audio track. Desktop audio device is default. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to test streamer mode because I just turned that off. So I wanted to call you guys, chat to you, and see if that actually fixes it. But if not, then I need to start diving into these OBS audio settings by the look of it. Yeah. That'll be pretty easy to do too. Yeah. Yep, anyway. I'm sure the one person that's watching this won't be too disappointed if they can't hear you. Sorry, mate. You know I love you, mate. Oh, those... I did, yeah, so, but, I mean, in this season, these two short rounds are the critical rounds, basically, for the 2 litre class and the big car class, because these are where you can get the greater points differential, because you've got those gold star bonus points. So Martin's going to be very difficult to beat. A, because he's an alien level driver, but B, now he's got he'd be 10 points in front of me now already. So that's a race. Yep. And not bad for a guy that wasn't going to turn up, so I must congratulate him and curse him at the same time. I wish I could do that, but I have to just practice like a maniac to get any speed. But these Lanciers are red, aren't they? I like the other colour, I have to say. Anyway. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Although the roundels and stuff are differently. Oh no, there's a Ferrari. There you go. Direct comparison. Sorry, I'm on board with Nicholas, I think. Yep. No, I did, and he's right behind Petter, I think, on track. So. The one person that is apparently watching my stream, can you please tell me via the chat if you you can hear Toby talking to me. That would be very useful. It's a very nice accent you have. Quite neutral, I would have to say. That's not a bad thing, mate. So, Mark, do you live in Scotland, don't you? Oh, okay. It says Scotland on the forum bio, I think. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that very heavy Glaswegian or Leith accent. Oh, okay. That's a very... You should write a book, mate. What? This is why... folks... This is why I'm putting the audio on. This is the juicy... This is the elite level content that you get. Uh-huh. And they can do some damage, I'm assuming. Don't they have very big beaks? Yep. Oh god. Do you have a phobia to this day about minor birds, ravens, crows, that sort of thing? Okay, that's good. If I'm assuming you're living where you want to live now, but like out of all the places you were, where would you like most to live again? Oh, okay. That's where my father lives. Although we don't really get on, unfortunately, but he's in Abu Dhabi. Yep. You don't. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice and warm in Dubai. I remember walking on the beach there and having to scrape bits of oil off the soles of my feet afterwards with pumice stone, because there was just little bits of oil, pellets of oil floating in and sitting on the beach in the tidal zone. Yeah. Yeah, it was it. Yeah, like I don't really have a relationship with him, unfortunately, but I did go there when I was a kid in about 1984, and he was in one of these European compounds that they had for the expats, you know, like a gated community. Yeah, that's where he was. You didn't play cricket with a random Aussie kid in the street one day, did you? This is worth more than one viewer. This is amazing. This is your life, Mark Johnson. Yep. Yeah. It is amazing. Like I've run into a couple of people here that I never thought that I would. And I was at a pub one day, and I just, like, my local pub next to the office that I used to work in, and heard the Aussie accent, and it turned out like he was from Tasmania, and we all knew the same people. He went to school with a bunch of mates of mine. Like, this is in the middle of Toronto. It's ridiculous. So um, I remember the markets in the... Sorry, Mark, go on, mate. I'm talking over the top of you. Definitely, definitely. Only getting smaller too. I remember the markets vividly in Abu Dhabi, wherever they were, and the bartering and all the smells, and like being a novelty. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know any of it. Obviously, I think my father did, but it was. I just remember being quite over. It was very overwhelming in terms of sensory overload. So um, I don't remember much of my childhood, but moments like that stand out, and they're generally all from travelling somewhere. Mm. Yeah, it's yeah. God, I could go off on a rant here about living where you want to live. I won't. Yeah, Toby, I never left the country until I was, well, apart from that holiday basically that I went to the UAE, I didn't actually leave the country until I started in my current job 12 years ago, so 40, late 30s. So you got plenty of time, mate. That's what I'm getting at. Nah, you should like come go somewhere easy culturally then, like Canada or Australia to start with. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Not far. That's a yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good view from there, from up there. Oh, quali. Yeah. No, you got plenty of time, mate. So just yeah, I I wouldn't stress about it if that's something that's on your mind as you're beating yourself up because you haven't done anything like that. I wouldn't do. I wouldn't. Yeah. Are you moved out though, right? So you're not like okay, okay. How far away? All right. Well, the quickest mode of transport. Okay, that's like the length of Tasmania roughly. That's pretty distant. Oh, so slower, like slower travel, 60. What's the speed limit? Yeah, yeah, gotcha. The roads are like Tassie roads. Yeah, you should. Do they have a Targa like event like they do in Tasmania and Wales? They must do. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know they've had the World Rally Championship in Wales, haven't they? No, no, not anymore, but there was. There's okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Mhm. Yep, that's good to hear. Well, it's very nice countryside from what I've seen, but so there must be some good roads amongst it all. Oh, really? Uh, what? Mod? Oh, okay. Mods is like a 50s type gang to me. Yeah. Okay. No Sharpies around to fight them. Well, sorry, the Rockers or Sharpies, I think they may have been also called in Australia. I think from what I understand, my father was one of these, and he used to quite regularly fight with the other group in the late 60s in Melbourne. Yeah, well, I think they're the two same things, I know, but maybe maybe Mods is sharp. I don't know. Anyway, Mods and Rockers, fighting in the car park somewhere of a dance hall or whatever. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Nicholas is absolutely caning them here. Oh well. I should put a lap deleted penalty notification in the chat box right now, just to throw him off because he's too good. Although Franek gave him a touch-up last round, so that was good to see. That's it. Yeah, nice one. Much better than he might be doing a Scooby actually. The more because he was complaining bitterly earlier on Discord, and now he's going fast. And isn't that how Scooby works? Like, I laughed when he said that. Oh, almost gone off. Oh, I missed that. I saw him sideways on the exit. Oh, 0.028 ahead of Reese. Yeah, God. Wow. No. I think it might be a bot, or it might just be signaling. I don't have it on my browser actually. No. It could be someone who was watching from this class and maybe just left it on when they jumped into the race. So no, I can't hear my R factor 2, so I'm thinking that it's basically set to hear whatever window I make active or prioritize. It's a little too confusing for me, unfortunately. YouTube. Oh, you having a look? Yep. Race in front. Oh, Nicholas just went over. They're not too far. They're basically almost on the same part of the track. That's good. And Franek's a bit further up the road. Okay, just star factor 2. And my voice. Ah, bugger! Yep. Where audio input capture. Discord. Sorry, Mark. Device. Where do I point it towards? I'm trying to point it towards what? Can you see my screen, Toby? Live troubleshooting. What do you mean? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Let me just remove. Oh, that's not the order you want the rain to be in. It doesn't, like, I was thinking I wanted to see a list of programs somewhere. Doesn't, like, you know, you can map the audio to this application, and I'm not seeing that option anywhere. Yep. Can you get rid of this delay? You can't, can you? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Mainly because the main reason I do this is to watch it back myself. Yep. Essential sources and general sources. And in the general source there is a audio input capture, game capture, audio output capture. I think that may be what I need to use. This one? Yep. That's beta. Ah! Beta! It's in beta. Oh no, give it a try. It's better than me chatting to no one. Window. Discord. Where are we? There. No. Oh. What? R-Factor Firefox Streamlabs desktop. Advanced audio settings. Why doesn't it show? It shows.
It does. Yeah, there you go. So you've got Discord.
Need to point it to this channel, but I'm on that channel.
No, you point it to. It's the application, so it's showing the text channel that you've got highlighted.
So just leave it on that.
It should be fine, yeah.
Okay.
Because in the square brackets it says discord.exe.
Yep. Okay, so that's done.
Yeah, okay, that's been working the whole time.
Can you hear? Oh, I guess you'd be getting feedback now or something.
Yeah, okay, that works. That's fine. Quite difficult to test it and listen at the same time.
Thanks for torturing your ears in the name of rescuing my one non-existent viewer's experience.
Fine. You've got two now because I'm one. Help a buddy out. This will mean the algorithm will catch your stream.
I think I can delete this other one. Which is...
I wouldn't. If it's working, leave it.
Yeah, okay.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
No, I know which one it is. I can delete this one. You should... Yep, that should still be fine. Discord. Talk to me.
Whoa, Discord,
Yeah.
hello.
Yep.
I'm trying to test the thing. Does it work?
It's working, mate. Thank you.
Cool.
I wonder if I if I left the chat, it would stop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It won't capture.
If I'm not actually in the chat channel, that's good.
Right. Yeah. So it won't capture anything from a channel that you're not in.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the racing.
So a minute 45 left. Lancia 1, 2, 3. Jaguar 4, Ferrari 5. Only 2 people in 3 litre.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame that Rob couldn't make it, and who else pulled out? Jukka. What's Mantis rabbiting on about in the chat? Guy who made this didn't ask mine permission before releasing.
Apparently the shading sucks.
Mantis did the shading for this track?
No, so it sounds like Mantis made this track for another sim.
Oh, okay.
And then someone converted it and didn't ask and didn't do the shaders correctly.
It's like the crazy professor, the mad professor of sim racing.
No, you're doing it all wrong.
Oh, I love the driving lesson that I got from him yesterday, I think. After suggesting that the braking was a little difficult in the Lola, he launched into this because I uploaded a bit of a replay, and he's like, "Oh, you must brake harder, you must trail brake more here, blah 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 blah," and I'm like, "Yeah, I can't brake fully, Mantis, because the fronts are locking." Thank you for the advice, though.
I love that. Can I have some help? You're doing it all wrong.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. Excuse me. So, Franex off. Anyone else still out there? Reese is out there. They're both still out there. Can they do anything? Ooh. shame I can't hear my R Factor 2 right now as well. Now I can. My headphones have two outputs or two audio options when you know in the PC sounds. One is headphones and one is headset earphone. And now that I've got it on headset earphone, I can hear you and the cars. Bit loud actually, the cars. I might turn that down a bit.
Just a little bit.
Desktop one.
Reese has pole and has just gone back to the pits. So yeah,
Yep.
session over. Reese on pole. 2/10.
I had a theory that I thought Reese would win this Battle of the Titans just because I think he's a little more consistent. And I based that on when I was practicing with where was I? At Longford. I was in a few sessions with Franek and Nicholas, and they were both crashing an awful lot. And so I thought Reese might have a bit of a reliability advantage. Franek's forearm's hurt already.
Oh god. Yeah, I can see that, but also Reese has consistently binned it in a race.
Yeah, well, you had to go there.
I'm sorry to mention it, but even when he won at Bathurst, he clogged the wall.
Yep. No, well, you can't disagree with that assessment. He has he really target Florio. That was
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
And it's not something any of us want to see.
No. So yeah, it should be a pretty well, hopefully these three go at it with each other. Maybe then Irvan and Mantis can keep up. Matt, that's good effort from Matt. 6th. Head of 3 Ferraris and a Jaguar.
Yeah, I think Matt's pretty well set against Jim, so that should be a good, fairly good chance for class honours.
He is a hell of a driver. He's good around here anyway.
Yeah, Matt's consistently good.
Yeah. Oh, look at them all. Ah, yes.
We got the plague of practice starts.
God, that Jaguar looks so weird when only the right rear tyre lights up when it takes off. So they're going to have pretty much a dryish start.
Unless it is raining when it goes to.
No way of knowing till you get there.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. Oh, Irvan just hit that first part of the chicane wall too. Another practice start. Don't blow it up, Irvan. Do
You
not
said it
blow the
now.
engine. Oh, nice. Look nice. Oh, Reese in front of him.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to see someone go pop this time. Because we had that for the little cars.
Yep. Oh, did someone pop
Riley.
on? Did he popped on the grid? Oh no.
Well,
Really?
left it in first two. I didn't think it was on the grid. It was between the grid and turn
Oh, a
one.
lot more like what I did at Bathurst.
Left it in first too long.
It's
I
got
didn't
a
see that.
high rev limit, the Maserati too. You can rev it up to like 7.9, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whereas it's around 6 in my Bristol.
Yeah, mine is. I think the Porsche safe is 6.9, but you can rev it to 7.
Where's the optimum?
So I think it's 6.9 is when you stop pulling from it, and
Okay.
also you might be getting into the timer at that point.
Yeah. In my case, the peaks, the torque and power curves coincide at roughly. Oh, one of them's at 6. They're both around 6, but yeah, I've found you go slightly beyond that. It seems to be a little bit quicker, so I don't know what's going on there, but it's all about where you shift and everything else, though, obviously. So
Yeah, there's so much to it.
Yep.
There's such depth.
not a simple 1 or 2 factor problem.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
The event.
I think it was a good idea to separate them, the races, or separate them into separate events.
Yeah. Yeah. I think going forward, that'll be a very good good way of doing these.
It was the main reason I wanted to do this was to test, see how it works. I think we need to reduce the probability of rain. I was thinking of maybe running a poll about whether we do this at Silverstone as well, but have a lower probability of rain. But maybe we've had.
What is it? What percentage is it as it is now?
Sorry, it's
What
at
percentage?
50.
Yeah.
Which means
Yes.
it is almost always is going to rain at some point during a,
I'd say somewhere between 25-30 is kind of the highest you'd want to go.
I think 25 is a good number, yeah, for sure.
Unless it's Dundrod, I think. With the reputation that Dundrod had, I think 50 works. Because it's basically always some level of wet or raining, which is how people like Moss describe Dundrod.
That was the other thing I was thinking about, Toby, the other day when we were talking about weather probability. I think you could work something out by using the stats in Wikipedia to come up with some sort of probability based on those quite high level stats they have there, but I haven't had a chance to think about that. But we should have some probability of rain based on his history.
Definitely.
Look at this, off we go. Battle of the
Red at the
Lances.
front. A lot of red at the front.
Reese, good start for Reese. Oh, there's lag. I hate it when they warp around like that. Oh, around the outside. Nicholas round the outside.
Matt's gone off.
Oh,
in the background.
Matt.
Not hit anything, just went wide.
And Franek had a very poor start.
I don't even think it was poor. I think that was on purpose.
Okay.
I think Franek backed out.
Oh, okay. I like it. We've got like we were like Martin and Murray.
Reese is off. Reese is off.
Oh, badly too. I thought he'd go. Oh, Doc almost cleaned him up there, or actually did hit him. Oh, Franek's off, I think. No. Oh, how did he rescue that? Oh, Reese is still struggling in the background there.
And might have brushed Larry a little bit.
Okay.
And they're both making a move on Doc. Reese is through, Larry is through. Matt's gone wide again.
Well.
Sorry?
Oh,
Yep.
Franek might get Irvan here.
You sound like you're underwater again.
I said Irwan's come out of that quite well.
Except
Yes.
he just got overtaken by...
I'm a 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, he got a bad run out of the chicane and Franek got a run on him.
I think it's very difficult to not get a bad run compared to the Landsphere.
How sideways was Franek there?
Franek's loaded tyres are on the water. he's not keeping it on the dry line. He keeps sliding because of it.
Yeah. It's an impressive job to rescue it each time. I'd be off in the barriers.
I think this is where a lot of people are finding inconsistency.
Oh, he's off though.
Everyone's got it.
Kicked it again, yep, he has. Should have. That's a bad camera angle coming out of that corner on whatever my... Let me change that.
Here comes Franek again with the better engine.
Down the outside. Good defending. Good defending. Oh, will he pull it off? Oh, no. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
He's still there though. He's backed out.
He should back out. Oh, he's given him a bit of a glove tap.
Nah, you can pass into the chicane.
Look how he blew past him there.
Yeah.
The
Lancia is good.
It's on another planet, isn't it? Keep stick with it though, Irvan. Is that Mantis just not too far behind as well, doing well?
Mantis is doing really well in the Ferrari.
I enjoyed driving that Ferrari out of all the big cars. That's the one I enjoyed the most. Just sounded awful.
Yeah, no, they do, don't they?
Maybe better with the V8 sound now. I should, well, I don't know what will happen next year, but... Oh, Franek's off!
Again. Just cannot get the braking right.
No. And he won't get it back quick. Oh, gee, it's... He's Franek sideways. Halfway up the straight. Nicholas is rolling away with this. Oh, that's the line, Irwan. That's not a bad line. Use it as a gutter out in the edge. Will Franek get around him this time? No. Oh, that's a good positioning, Irvan. Nice stuff. Franek will get him up here, though, I think.
I love the dynamic that the dry line adds to overtaking someone.
It's good. It is a little bit difficult to see. That's my only criticism. Both when you're in car and spectating, but I totally agree.
There is this kind of, you just gotta know, like, where you just got to learn where it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
No, I've loved that race with the variable weather.
It's definitely something we should get that historical probability and go from there.
Mm.
Yeah. Definitely more.
I like having that extra bit of unpredictability.
Yep.
I
Oh, both locking brakes.
How did Erwan stop that?
Oh, he might get it. Oh, over and I thought Franek was going for an over and under there. He'll get him on the straight here. Yep. Even if he does go on. Oh, he went onto the wet stuff though. Ah, if Erwan can stay on the racing line here, he's defending beautifully. Nice work, nice work. What did you think of the length, Toby?
Could have been longer.
I mean, I voted longer as well.
Aha! You can tell we do 24-hour races.
Yeah.
I mean, last week I was doing a 24-hour race.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty solid, almost a sprint.
Yeah.
Because I had that time to go from 4th to 2nd and battle with Larry and then get the upper hand and gap myself.
Yeah.
But it's not too much for a single driver, and it's not too much to have two of them.
Yeah. Good.
So it's
It helps
pretty
with
solid.
the weather transition to give it more of a chance to change weather as well.
That's the thing, is it's a long enough race for there to be weather changes properly.
Yeah.
Reese is off 8th now.
Oh really?
Now 9th.
When did it just started bucketing down?
Yeah.
One thing we do, we can probably avoid. Oh, Irvan's off. Oh, it's wet,
Side by
very
side.
wet again. One thing is, I think we can avoid the heavier rain settings because even with the next setting up from what we're using today, which is rain, there was I was getting aquaplaning coming out of St Mary's.
Yeah, while that would be accurate, I think it's got to be acknowledged that we aren't doing this professionally. We're not
Exactly,
factory
yeah.
racing drivers, and we're also not physically in the car. So yeah, I think kind of I would probably go for medium rain as a maximum.
Oh, Irvan's got him again. This is a great battle.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where Tom and I collided.
No, they're both on water. One's now on dry and is pulling ahead. And now Franek's on the dry.
Oh, he's got him. You know,
There's-
what a battle.
They're side by side still.
Oh,
Okay.
Franek's going to try and don't. Oh,
Yeah,
he left
Franek should
room.
hold the line. Franek should hold the line. Oh,
Oh,
never
nice
mind.
work. He gave him just enough room there. Brilliant stuff. He should pull away now.
Unless he does that.
Oh, it's like a kitten.
I think if it rains more, that plays to Erwan's advantage. If Erwan adapts to it, because that Lancia
It
is
does,
more of a
yep,
handful.
definitely. Only having one wheel of traction is definitely better in the wet. Oh, he's almost down the inside. Here he is. Oh, that's ballsy.
Oh, contact! Contact!
Oh, keep it on. Keep it on. This is. Oh, we're getting like Murray and Martin here.
I'm I'm more stressed than when I was in the car.
He's off. Spin,
Oh,
spin, spin.
He's in the fence. They're both in the fence.
Ah, this is fantastic.
Oh, Frantic sideways again.
Oh,
You go
this
slower
is where
sideways than
Tom
when you're
and I.
forward.
That's where Tom and I. Oh.
Oh! Big snap.
Yep. So that battle will be rejoined in a lap or two, I think.
Mantas is still there though. Mantas is
He
only
is.
2 seconds
He
away.
must be enjoying this battle. He probably can't see much of it, but
I think Mantas has the thing that you had last race, Dad. You're looking at that going, oh, that looks fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just waiting for one of you to fall off, and it just didn't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that I was just okay. No, I know this is really intense, and I can't keep this up for 30 laps. But let's keep doing it because I hope I hope that Larry is the one who gives up first. It was.
Sounds like I'll definitely try and watch it back over the next few days.
Oh, it
Sounds
was
like
a lot
a
of
hell
fun.
of a battle.
A lot of fun.
It is very difficult to pass around here.
Yeah.
In
You
the
either
dry,
need-
anyway. But
You either need like a big difference in characteristic or a mistake.
yeah, exactly. This is where I'd gain on Tom a lot in St Mary's because you'd just be like sideways through the whole thing. Go Irvine. I'm on board. I'd like him to do well here.
Matt's just overtaken Petter, who is off
Oh no,
in the feeds.
I should. Reese is ahead. Reese passed Petter too.
Yeah,
And
Reese
he's
is
just
7th.
behind Matt.
So Petter's just rejoined it.
Oh, Larry and Matt
David.
and Reese. Here we go.
Oh, this is going to be a battle.
Matt's got better traction.
Larry is struggling with the bigger car though.
Oh, and here comes Reese.
Good move if he can stop it, and
Oh,
he can't.
Reese is into the... You can recover easily from there, I find, at least.
Yeah. He's got to get past Matt though.
He's got good traction in that Gordini.
He does. It's going to be very difficult to pass that 3-litre car. I think that's something that people are finding is overtaking the lower class car is really difficult. Like Matthias finished 5th, qualified what, 2nd?
I know. Well, 3rd he qualified.
And just stayed in that lead group the whole time.
Yeah, I was definitely worried about him at the first few laps. He was in my mirror. I had to pass him actually. Yeah, he was ahead of me, but I got him up on the first straight. But yeah, he's in that Porsche. He's an alien.
So you know that passing a slower class car in these conditions is
definitely. Race should get him now. He should have too much of an advantage. Oh wow, maybe not. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's off. Half off the track, but passed.
Jesus, that was.
Alright, I think might. So Reese on the charge. Consolidate that, Reese, so I can switch back to Irvine and
They're 3 seconds apart. I think
Oh.
Irvine is gapping Franek.
oh, good stuff.
It's likewise for Franek and Mantas, the gap is about 4 seconds.
And
then
Nicholas
it's
is
Reese.
15 seconds down the road. Jesus.
Yeah. Nicholas has run away with it. His fastest lap is 2 laps quicker than everyone else.
Shit, it is too.
You know, like,
1.7.
That's an insane lap time.
He's yeah. Well, he'll be driver's driver of the year should I decide to run that competition. I'll definitely be voting for him. I think Reese is off to the races now.
Yeah. Reese will run away from everyone behind him, but I don't know if he'll be able to catch Mantas.
No. 10 seconds with 20 laps to go. It feels like this race has been going for ages, but we're only just ticked over a third.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the race length fits because it's long enough to almost start getting to you,
Yeah.
but short enough to be doable.
Has
it stopped raining?
I think it's raining again, actually.
Oh, okay.
Actually, sorry. No, you're right.
It's lightly raining.
Okay.
Very light. But the track's holding a lot of water. Because we had a point about here to 20 laps where the track was basically dry.
Yep.
And the wide line was like half the track wide. They're not having that at all in 5 litre.
No. Throwing up a lot of spray still.
Yeah.
I'm glad I played with this. Like, it was the one benefit of having, well, not responsibility, but having, I guess, picked up the baton to be able to play around with things a little bit.
Yeah.
In
yeah,
terms of
definitely.
race length and so on, and it is consistent with the other 2 short races distance-wise that we've already done. I think the sprints were a little short too. I would have lengthened them to like 60 kilometres.
Oh, well, they were like 10 minutes, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
So
Sure.
They were touring car races. Like the race in the first season at Crystal. The reason why I went for the moves that I did is because that was going to be the only opportunity.
Yeah.
Whole race.
Yeah. Too short for my liking anyway.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I actually think, like, there's a lot of talk about all the things we want to do next year, and I'm not sure what. I hope Frank comes back at some point, because I don't want to be tasked with trying to put it all together, but I think there's a danger we could do too much. So I'd like to actually pare back the... If it was my choice, I would run... I think Nico wants to do 67 sports cars and F1. So they should be the main focus. And I think for the 50s cars, I'd love to have an 8-race 1950s World Sports Car Championship and just take the cream, all the best events that we've done this year.
Yeah, 8 to 10, somewhere around that, like actual World Endurance Championship length.
And they will be longer races, although I think time accelerated single driver.
Ooh, okay. Well, Nico's doing full distance, isn't he?
Well, I don't. So what worries me about having everything sports car co-driver related is we might not have very many entries if we have to pair up for both series. So my thinking is that if Nico's is going to be co-driver or, you know, multiple drivers, then we do
do the same thing.
We do 2 to 3 hour single player races with time, you know, acceleration.
Yeah, I think co-drivers or not, we should do the opposite of what Nico does.
Yep.
And have some variety in it. I wouldn't mind. Well, the F1 races will be single driver, but they'll be full distance, open wheel stuff.
I guess all that it concerns me is that we've put on 24, 25, it'll be 26 races this year. And I feel like it's kind of falling off a bit. So I think a factor in that though is that it has been one type of car for for the whole year, so that's you got to factor
It's been one
that
type
in.
of car, and we're attracting unwanted attention.
In
I don't
what-
know if you
sorry.
saw in GP Laps in the server, the Discord server,
Uh-huh.
in their HRRC channel, HRRC discussion, someone's announced on the date of Nico's Monza 1000, a collection of 15 races of 1 hour long over a 24-hour period.
Oh, that's that Arno bloke that
that joined the server literally yesterday.
yeah.
So we are being noticed. We are attracting attention, which is good.
He actually
nice.
asked for permission to use our skin set. And I don't know whether Frank actually responded or not, but I would be reluctant to allow that in terms of the 54 cars.
I'd say no to that.
Yeah.
Because it's one 1 hour race out of 15. Like, the event format's really weird, but it's the fact that it's slap bang on Nico's race day.
Yeah, well,
there was another thing as well about Pascal's friends, wasn't there, where they purposefully clashed a date?
Oh, what are they called?
ISO.
ISO?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that.
I don't have time for that level of drama, but also we are big enough that we are attracting that level of drama. But we've got a really good core user base.
Yep.
Is the thing. We've got a really consistent base of users. One, hold on to it.
He's streeted ahead of Franek, though. 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah. 9-10 seconds. Reese is catching Franek.
Yeah, Reese and Franek will be the next battle.
Matt and Larry are not that far away from each other, but they are separated. What happened to Mantas?
He's in the pits. He must have
I think he's
damaged. Nah, he's trying to fix damage, I'd say. Must have gone off somewhere.
So Petter's the best factory Ferrari in 7th. Larry is the best Ferrari in 6th. Doc is hanging on.
Yeah,
Gerard is
he's
hanging
doing
on.
good, Doc.
Yeah. I think outdriving that C-Type.
Yep. It's not a very good car.
And to be beating a privateer Ferrari.
Yeah, although Gerard's not that far behind. They're still not halfway through the race yet. Reese is now less than 4 seconds. 4 seconds behind. He's catching him for sure.
Yeah, Franek is doing a lot of sliding.
I wonder if Franek might have got some damage somewhere.
Very possible.
Or Reese almost went off there. Gerard I thought I heard skidding.
Gerard's out.
Yep. So we're down to 9 cars. Oh, Mantas is back. That's good to see.
Yeah, Mantas is back.
I hope that's rain spray and not smoke.
It is, yeah. The engine's fine.
Good.
So Mantas has joined just behind Jim, so we shouldn't be interfering too much.
No.
Say that. O1's coming onto the straight now, so O1 will get to them soon.
And Franek's catching up a little to Irvan too. It looks like it might be drying out a bit, which would... Irvan wants it to rain, like you said earlier. Yeah,
I think Irvan's fairly secure no matter what, because Franek is struggling. The threat to Irvan is from Reese.
Still such a long way to go, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a bit... Like, we need to really sort out this schedule as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't... I'm pretty annoyed. Like, I hope everything's alright with Frank, but I am pretty annoyed with him.
But he's just dropped off the side of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With no communication. So, what do I make you know, do I start making plans, or I don't know. It's a bit frustrating. Anyway, we'll work it out.
I think. Unfortunately, I haven't been keeping up with the specific 24 group chat because
busy.
I've just got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I think consolidating with the admins and everyone in that chat and going, look, does this seem reasonable? If we plan it out so that the F1 and the 67 and the 54, and we've got fairly consistent events, does this work? Would this be something you want to participate in if life allows you? And if the answer is yes, then
Yep.
I think Frank
So
if
talking about 3 separate championships next year.
yes,
And
if
yeah, it sounds daunting, doesn't it, Mark?
if Frank comes back and isn't happy with it, he's kind of got to swallow the pill of, well, you weren't here. Personally.
So what era F1?
67. It would be alongside. So this is Nico's plans. This is entirely Nico, and I think Nico wants to do 67 sports cars full race distance, and then have 67 F1. And if he can, he wants to use something like Chief Wiggum's 67 mod, paired with automation, so that you can make your own car and develop it through the year. Or drive for someone else who is doing that. So the 67 mod will be historically accurate, maybe? I don't quite know.
Oh.
And
How
the
is someone drive for your car that you made if they don't own automation?
because you export the well, okay, so automation, you can make engine parameters. It's like a little sandbox thing. The thing that automation has at the moment is that you can export a whole car and put it in BeamNG and drive it, which, like, fair enough, that works. But I think there's a way for people to export engine parameters and then construct that as an engine mod in RF2.
Right.
It is doable. It's been done. Someone did it with a 70s NASCAR mod, I think, and put unique engines in an entire 40-car field, just for the hell of it, and it worked. I have a feeling Nico is biting off more than he can chew.
That's my fear.
Yeah.
I want to have a chat to him about that, because I feel like, if you just want to focus on getting a few things right rather than getting a million things wrong.
Yeah.
So all of these things be happening on different weekends.
Yes.
We had Frank put together a very tentative schedule, but that also had Wednesday racing, and I'm just like, that's going to get real hard to manage, because you'd really need to have a European Wednesday event and then a North American Wednesday. Or Irvine, stay on, mate.
Yeah, it would get way too complicated for people to take part
Yeah.
in all of the races otherwise.
Yeah, so I'm just like, try and consolidate on what we have and do a little bit more, but not just try and do,
The thing is, I don't think we should move times. Time of the week. Have things happening on different weeks. Have it happening on a Sunday, because you've got a Sunday crowd.
I think we should do some stuff on Saturdays.
The issue that I have with that, me and Dad do iRacing.
Okay.
If it's not a 24-hour race, it's happening on a Saturday.
Yeah, right.
And our endurance team has 4 or 5 HSO drivers in it.
Right.
And that's kind of my issue, is that people have other places they race. You say, oh, we'll do some Tuesday racing. No, I'm doing BTCC stuff and I play some pool. You want to do races on Wednesday? No, I'm doing archery. Mm-hmm. You want to do races on Thursday? No, every kind of 2 or 3 Thursdays I've got a meeting on.
Yeah.
But if we do 24-hour races in iRacing, that's Saturday to Sunday.
Yeah, and which is workable, because it will either end at 7 AM, noon, or 4, So a late race on a Sunday we can still do if you want to run both, which
No, I was
understandably.
Saturday race.
Sorry.
Oh, I was talking about Saturday race.
Yeah. In that case, we just outright can't take part in that because of
Yeah.
an iRacing race.
Fair enough.
What I mean, if it's a non-12 hour, it happens on a Saturday, non-24, should I say? But if it is a 24, that would be us out altogether.
Yeah, I mean the only time that a 24 isn't is a race late on a Sunday, and if you're dumb enough to do what I did at Spa consistently, which I will be doing that again. Yeah, like that's late Sunday for shorter races is the only circumstance that works. Having Nico's stuff be all day Sunday,
Yeah.
I think works because most people will be racing on a Saturday, like iRacing, for example.
Full length races is very ambitious too, though, as well.
Yeah, definitely.
With drivers, like getting 2 or 3 drivers, like that's a hassle as well, right? All on the same schedule.
But to be fair,
doing a full length, you're taking a big chunk of somebody's weekend as well.
You are, yeah.
Yeah. It's like the main event of the weekend. But to be fair, we'll see what Monza's entry numbers are like.
Yeah.
I know Scooby is going to be pairing in a GT40 with a driver who I used to drive with in BTCO, who is just doing single player stuff now. He was the guy who did the Le Mans race last week. He was the guy who managed
Krabby.
and made that. Yeah, Krabby.
Yeah, but when you look at those participation numbers, just bear in mind that's a one-off, not a regular.
I mean,
a one-off will be higher than for a regular series anyway.
Yeah, but like you can kind of look at that and then kind of communicate with that user base and go, okay, what works for you lot? Ultimately, because I understand that will not be the full season participation, but that is your survey group. That's your target demographic. That's what you get from something like that.
Yeah. I've been thinking of just doing a poll, just saying we've done 24, 26 races this year, if you add Nico's in. Do you think that is A, too much, B, just about right, or C, too little? And see what we get back.
Yeah, I think the initial schedule for this year, when I think I was one of the few people Frank was talking to, was one season. Yeah. 17 races, and they were all full distance.
Yeah, okay.
And it was 50s, like Monaco was in there because of the time that the Monaco Grand Prix was sports cars, but you had like Le Mans and Sebring, and I think Enna was there as well.
Well, we didn't have the tracks to fulfill that series.
Yeah, but that kind of plan, I think running 2 of those alongside each other is a push. So doing what Nico is doing is a push, and I think that is kind of our capacity.
So we shouldn't do 54 at all then?
Running 3 alongside each other is more difficult. We can give it a go. I think it might suffer a little bit. It's slightly different though, because the F1 races can be 90 minutes, 2 hours. Maybe 2.5 hours if it rains.
I feel to do 3, you would need to do something on a Saturday, and maybe that's the F1.
Yeah, well, if you're doing full distance 67 anyway, you've got at least one 24-hour race in there. I think you've got 2, haven't you? You've got Daytona and Le Mans.
God. Jesus, I mean, I love my sim racing, but God.
That's an entire weekend.
Yeah.
Each.
Yep.
Which, it's doable, but I think Nico's 67 stuff is the stuff that's going to have to shuffle around a little bit. I think interchanging the F1 and this 54 stuff, single driver series, have it in roughly the same time slot. Mwah, that works. Because most people who turn up to these events that we've got going on now will turn up to those. The full distance 67 season is the one that's a gamble.
As long as they are cars that they want to drive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
open wheel F1 is very different.
Reese is
Yeah,
catching
to
over
be
on
fair.
here. Sorry. Yeah, well, we have to start talking about it in that channel, in that group message. Sorry, group
Yeah,
chat.
I think the first thing that we want to do, because if we run 54 cars next year, most people here are going to have been running 54 cars for 3 real-life years in a row.
The only fear I have is if, like, I'd like to maintain some form of momentum with them.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would do, like, rather than do a full F1 season this next year, I would actually do F1 like what Nico's done with his. I'd have 3 or 4 like marquee F1 events in preparation for doing it full time the year after, maybe.
I think doing what we've done with this series, where this is like preparation for the proper thing next year, is a good idea. I have no doubt that Nico can pull it off. I just don't know if people will subscribe to so much so quickly. I think easing people into it is the good thing. So having half a dozen F1 races, maybe 8, because technically that becomes a world championship according to the FIA. That would be good alongside, you know, kind of a somewhere between 15 and 20
Tasman series or something. I don't know. Like
yeah, that's a really good idea actually.
Also bear in mind, look at how many people signed up for HRRC and how many people actually turned up for the races.
It did tail off a lot, didn't it?
You needed to do different numbers for the 3 litre class because he ran out of bloody numbers.
That's true.
Yeah, it was what, 500, 600 sign-ups, and then by the time
Isle of Man,
we got to the middle of the season, Isle of Man, we weren't even getting a full grid of 40.
Yeah.
No. And again, look at how many people expressed interest in doing Targa and how many cars we actually ended up with.
Yeah, that's true as well. We were a little tardy in announcing that event.
Yeah.
Hey, sick boy.
How you feeling?
Good enough to be testing the car updates. Apparently.
The 67 cars.
Yeah.
Listening to us organising your season next year.
Excuse me?
Sorry,
we've been chatting about
We've been chatting about next year. But we can, yeah.
I think having
what have you been chatting? Huh?
We're a little worried about, we want to get the amount of racing that we put on right without putting on too much, so we're just throwing around how that might look without deciding anything, obviously.
We don't want to do too much too quickly and have a situation where not even the people who have actively wanted to do it can do all or most of it. We don't want to be splitting our user base, and the conversation is kind of, is 3 things too much? Which I think it's close to too much if it's not too much. But yeah, it's a thing that we need a proper in-depth conversation about at some point, I think.
Oh, race is getting close now.
I'd also say think about cars, because yes, I would drive 54 again because I can actually drive them. Not quickly, but I can actually drive them. And I'm not the only one who can drive them but isn't particularly quick.
Yeah. 67 cars are a big step up in the top classes. And 67 F1 even more so.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And again, open wheel F1 is a completely different thing. So will everybody that is interested in this actually be able to drive the car? Because that's one of the problems we had with HRRC. So many people wanted to do it and then found they couldn't drive the cars.
Defend, Irvan, defend.
There's still lots. The F1 cars and the sports cars in 67 are still a lot easier to drive than the... what's it called? Also, at the moment, since like the F1 cars and stuff, we still don't have like a proper like car set for, honestly.
Yeah, I think
the F1 Legends cars would work well overall, but you know, we would need skins for that one. But I ideally would want the I ideally want the mod from Wigan because it looks a lot nicer, and like the looks, you know, even though it's the wrong priority, a lot of people come in mainly for the looks.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, those things literally drive like they're on fucking rails.
Sorry. Tom's listening in here, he's loving the discussion. I do have one viewer. Thank fuck for that, this isn't a complete waste of time.
That's me.
Oh, that's you, Mark. I've got two. Oh.
No, I'm watching because I've.
How can I monetize this bad boy? That's what I want to know.
I'm 10 seconds behind you.
Oh, race around the outside. Oh, they're going to touch.
Oh, no.
No! Reese is off. Oh, he didn't go into the barrier.
He's going to get.
I think Erwan wants to redress.
Oh, controversy. Fucking hell.
This
AGM this is not the venue to have an AGM. Excuse my French.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That was definitely conflict.
Erwan has backed off.
Nico.
Yeah.
The one thing we discussed just before you jumped on is maybe easing into F1 like we've kind of done with 67 this year. So I don't know, like
yeah, like in the end, like F1 is the one that's mainly on the kicker anyway, because
of
right now we have
things that need to come together.
We have either a mod that, you know, doesn't look so great but drives decently, or we have a mod that looks great but
doesn't drive.
It has more downforce than the 70s cars, honestly.
Okay, that doesn't sound.
I'm testing the like update for a Lotus 49 at the moment because like people complain, oh, the car's too fast, and Wigan was like, hey, I want your honest feedback from this, and I'm basically just going, yeah, this is way too fast. Like, I'm almost reaching 310 kph at Monza before Parabolica.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
I never really have wheel spin. I can go full send attack into every single corner and have only minor understeer.
That sounds like arcade-like.
I can take Curva Grande at 260, 265 kph.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
That is like 30 to 50 kph faster than the Brabham BT20 from ISI. Well, 50 kph faster, and then the Lesmos are 30 kph faster, both of them.
Curva Grande, that should be like a full shift down, shouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but like in the Lotus, it's just like lift, throw it in,
oh my
lift
god,
a little bit more, and you know, yoinkity sploinkity.
Jesus, is it really?
Redress, redress, is good stuff.
Yeah. I thought that's what he was doing.
Yeah. Saved us a bit of drama. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how things develop there, Nico, but if it's not ideal in terms of the product you described,
if anything, we have the higher priorities on the sports cars because we can do more there with the communication for physics for everything.
Yep.
The last thing you want to do is introduce a mod that isn't right, and then put people taking part when you do get it right.
I think also we've built this user base off of sports cars.
Yeah. Well, before that, it also had, F3 historics, like in the 60s cars as well. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But HSO now and HSO of old, it's quite different. Just because I think this is a lot of people came over from HRC.
Then again, with people from Jake's fan base and stuff, they saw his F1 stuff, his Richie Axels and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think they would be, opposed to doing like something, where we literally say, hey, imagine like full season. I mean, we still have to get like a lot of track stuff for that as well, like 3 or 4 tracks we still need to complete. The same thing goes for sports cars as well, though, because we don't have Daytona, we don't have Sebring. We still need those two, definitely, because you can't have like a World Sports Car Championship without Daytona or Sebring,
Yeah, not when they were both mainstays on the calendar. Not when you had the whole thing of the American stomping ground and the European stomping ground. Yeah, Mantas is out now.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just tough to get the balance right. Maybe F1 is do some marquees with a stated aim to do a full season the year after or something. I don't know.
I think because there's the thing of the 54 cars potentially becoming stale for a lot of people, because next year would be the
that's
third
the thing,
So introducing something new on a low scale, running 54 and 67, and then running the new thing full time in 25 and bumping 54 off and having another 67, 68 season. Have it be the slow introduce and the cycle. That's the way that I would think to do that, but I don't know how. I don't know what you think about it.
I think we should run 54 cars, but less, like, 8 to 12 events, and have like a 50s sports car, a 50s sports car championship or something. But make the 67 stuff the primary thing, the big ticket item.
Yeah, I do think we've got to do a lot of winter testing with this 54 mod first.
Yeah.
Because
I still think it's off. I still think.
Sorry, the 67 or the 54?
The 54. I think even after a full year, 4 separate seasons and 4 big updates, I still think it's off. And I think Mantas will want to do a lot of things with it, and fine, let him do that. Frank has gone through a trip on the grass. Matt is now 4th. Let him do that, but I think the thing that we want now is representative balance. Because I don't think we've had that for 3 seasons or so, because there's always been a killer car. Which, for short seasons like this, fine. For a big year-long season, even if it's only 6 or 8 events, if people are thinking about this for 12 months, gotta be right.
I'd say we need, like, I don't know, for like a short season, if we need like a more diverse calendar, I think, because we had every single calendar, we sort of had like a single trend, so to say,
Yeah.
Like a lot of low mid-speed stuff and then one very high speed. So I think it would be like with six rounds, it's difficult to plan as well,
Let's have a look at the real 54 season. Reese has almost just crashed out of second.
It's like 6 races.
It was 6 races. Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires.
We need Buenos Aires.
And that's so.
Sebring, Mille Miglia, Le Mans, Dundrod, and Carrera Pan America. So.
I don't think you stick to 54 as like we need to recreate. I think you need to have it cut a bit of slack and make it 1950s.
I was using that as like an example, So 55, you have Targa Florio instead of Carrera Pan America. That works.
Yeah.
So I think you then have Sebringers 2. Ooh, Mila Miglia. I don't know what you'd replace that with. Because I'd be Monza, maybe?
Alternatively, if that gets done until next year, because
Old
someone is
Mugello.
making it right now. No. Pescara.
Ooh.
Pescara used to have a 4-hour race in the 50s up until 1958.
That'd be nice. Okay, so I think Sebring, an Italian race of some description, Le Mans, Dundrod,
Nürburgring would
Targa.
work as well.
Nürburgring would work as a replacement, yeah.
Because that's 56.
Round 1 is a bit of a question mark, round 3 is a question mark, but we have the ability to do 4 of the 6 rounds from 1955. 56 was only 5 races, one of which was Sweden. Nürburgring was on in 56 though, so you
What
could definitely...
What we could also get from the road-based ones, I think JP, mate of Frank, is also doing Reims right now. You know, Reims Jeu.
Oh, Reims. Okay.
Right.
Reims.
Whatever the fuck it's pronounced, you know, like France.
Right.
They don't even know
French.
how to. They don't even know what to eat. They eat frogs and snails.
Reims.
Reims.
You okay there, Dan?
I'm just taking the end of the race in, sorry. Matt actually finished 4th, so
Yeah.
Franek's had a pretty bad race.
Matt picked up on a lot of people making mistakes, one of which was Franek.
Yeah. That
Nicholas
livens up the
dominating.
series now, though. Given that Franek won the first race.
Yeah.
So, good stuff there.
If I had been up and proper like earlier, then I would have tried to compete as well, but I was just fucking dead, man.
You gotta look after yourself, mate.
A full night without any sleep and constantly just stomach cramps and, you know, other stuff.
Yeah, rest up. Seriously. What is that?
What's
Caracas, Venezuelan Grand Prix, 1957.
Caracas. They had some interesting Grand Prix in the 50s.
Yeah. I don't know that track. Yeah, so I think Le Mans, Nürburgring, Targa, Sebring.
If I had my way, I'd add
Sebring we still have to get over.
Yeah.
Isle of Man. Fantasy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is where Frank and I would get into a screaming match about me. But I would actually put on an event at Isle of Man, even though there wasn't one.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
They used to have a supercard race there.
Let's do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Supercarts around that course. That'd be fun.
I mean, is there a supercart mod for RF2? You can go and do it.
There a mod for that?
There's shifter carts, isn't there?
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
The supercarts basically with superbike engines, and they get up to like 330 kph as well.
Tom is telling me why. Oh, sorry, Nico. Go on, mate.
Yeah.
No, go on.
Those things basically just don't have suspension, so it's like a lot more difficult to run with them. Like they had a lot of fatal crashes with those things. That's why they banned them in the 90s.
Jesus. Yeah, Tom, you're right. The D25 was really we should have banned it for this round.
Oh no, just in general, honestly.
Well, yeah, it's
like the D24 was already strong enough for like every single time half of the championship.
Definitely.
I took it last season to take the piss.
Yeah.
And also because the Ferrari that I chose also in the same patch note, but Jukka forgot to communicate it, had 30 horsepower less than all the other MMs.
Under power, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll clean that up next year.
Yeah.
Just make it it has to be the D24. But hopefully, anyway.
Because the 25, you don't really have any proper. You don't really have any proper documentation about it because it only raced once and it DNF'd in that.
Yeah.
Because the person that pushed for it to be developed, he fucking died before the season started.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a scary?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I guess this is a good example of how far do you go with the historical accuracy.
Yeah, because in this theory, sure, the car existed and a couple of them existed as well. But at that point, then we would also have to go, then the Jaguar also needs the longer nose version with a bigger engine, with more power, with their limited slip differential. And at the moment, actually, I think the Jag is a bit too heavy as well. So
the issue with a lot of this is also work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to do these things.
Yeah.
And we don't have a skim pack. We haven't had a proper new skim pack since the start because I've not been able to do anything and no one else has been able to pick it up because I've started work. I was unemployed and banging out 3-4 teams a day and it was fantastic and wonderful and we had it set up and we've just not had that since. And I think having that issue generally is a thing that we're suffering from at the moment. We need to make sure that anything that we plan or want to do is also within our means, because at the moment it doesn't quite seem like it.
Toby, you're just sitting in the basement, with Photoshop open like a complete sociopath, just laughing as you finish skin after skin.
Literally, I was living with you at the time, wasn't I, Dad? It was literally me occasionally having a couple of days break to travel up for a house viewing or whatever, but me just sitting there unemployed with GIMP open in my bedroom, just cackling and clicking away for weeks. And it was wonderful fun. I had a great time, but also having someone who can put that amount of effort in is. We're very lucky to have that to begin with. It's very difficult to get that at all. It's very difficult to keep that. I think the issue that we're having is we want to do a lot of things and they're wonderful and I'd love it if we could do them, but I think we're wanting to do too much too quickly. I think
I'd say the main thing is we don't have enough manpower for it.
Yeah,
because in the end, the what we want to do for the people and stuff, and with liveries, with schedules and all that stuff, we need more manpower. And I think honestly, a little bit. I think with the changes that we want to do in winter this year, I think that there's also more people that are going to be interested because. I'm going to tell this here quite quickly. I know that stream is up, blah, blah, blah. On Simracing Expo, I talked to a couple of people, which are Gamer Muscle and Jardier. And both of them would be interested in theory and also taking part in the 1,000 kilometers of Monza.
Okay, and that's going to bring people.
First of all, that. But I'm still gonna do first come first serve. So the people that are the mainstays for all these events are gonna get in first. I mean, what's his face? Doc and his teammate from Targa, who had to take the default livery because of a fuck up from my part. They will get the first entry because I promised them that. And Jesus Christ, Darren, you're in so few servers. How?
What?
You're in so few Discord servers. I'm in 650,000.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm old enough to be your father, so there's a good amount of better judgment and experience.
That's a good point.
Going on.
I look at Dad's Discord and I'm like, how have you not reached the point where you desperately need Discord folders?
One of these I'm only in for the Keck W emoji.
Because you got Nitro.
Yeah.
That's definitely a generational thing because I look at my dad and he's on his laptop and I go, how have you got all your bookmarks on one page?
Yeah.
Just a quick one, Tom's made a really good point in the chat here. is that we should have an AGM and actually talk to more of our participants,
Yeah.
drivers. So
Yeah.
I think that we should aim to do something like that. And in terms of getting potentially other people involved, Nico, like you mentioned, to actually do stuff, that Tom has mentioned that an AGM, and actually, so we'll try and do that, Tom. Maybe around sometime in the next, towards the end of November. When's our last race? 16th of December. Something around. We'll aim to do some discussion anyway around our plans.
Just gotta find Frank again. Like the dude's been like AWOL for like a month now.
Yeah, I'm a bit. That's the other problem we have, is making plans without Frank.
Yeah.
So, but great idea, Tom. Thanks for that, mate.
Yep.
I think I might wrap the stream up anyway.
Yep.
And I'll try and get all the tables and stuff updated later, probably tomorrow actually.
Yep.
But yeah, be good to thrash all this stuff out. None of you have heard from Frank, obviously, I assume.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave that one there. All right, stream. Good night, Tom. I'm going to stay on the Discord chat for a bit longer, though.